Make the ground shake.
Hey there, welcome back and welcome to Metric Magic for sales reps. So, something very important in selling is it winds me up chronically when I hear people going, "Oh, sales is just a numbers game. The more people you speak to, the more you will sell to." Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, that law of averages says if you speak to more people, you'll sell. But if you're a professional, really good salesperson, is you don't want to be leaving up to chance. You want to convert as many conversations as possible. You know, you don't want your commission, you don't want your money hanging in the balance that someone might buy from you. You want to understand the science behind it so you can create a system that you stick to every day. So metrics are really important in sales. That's why you hear people going on about KPIs all the time. And what's really important is you understand what are the KPIs that are important to you to make sure that you hit your target every month and you bank the money that you actually really want. Because if you haven't got a system, you're leaving it up to the chance of someone else, and that's where excuses come in. Whereas if you understand your numbers and you understand what you need to do on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly basis to earn the money that you want by hitting your target, well, the chances of your success dramatically improve because you're following a system. So I want to run through what I call the metric magic. We're going to do this on a very basic level. What I'm going to focus on first of all is to make one sale. So, it changes from different industries, all the rates change, but I'm just going to apply a very, very simple formula here. If you are going to make one sale, go back through your sales process. How many appointments do you need? So if you need 5 appointments to make one sale, that's a 20% conversion rate. Now, at the same time, if you need to get 5 appointments, how many qualified customers do you need to speak to? So if you did 20 and spoke to 5, well, again, that's 25% there. That's a 25% success rate. So to make one sale, you've got to get 5 appointments, and to get 5 appointments, you've got to qualify 20 customers or 20 prospects. Okay, well, to get 20 qualified prospects, how many people do you have to cold call? So you could say 400, 40. So if we go with 40 on this one, if you make 40 cold calls, get 50% of them turn into qualified opportunities, of which 5 of them lead to an appointment, of 1 makes a sale, you've got some very clear metrics that you can follow. It's a science, it's mathematical. All you have to do is understand that whatever industry you go to, the top guns will have one set of figures, the bottom people will have another set of figures. You just need to understand what your figures are. Because if your sales quota for the month is then 10 sales, well, if you know what you need to do to make one sale, well, you just apply the same formula to make 10 sales. That to get 10 sales, you have to have 50 appointments. To get 50 appointments, you have to make 200 qualifications. And to get 200 qualifications, you have to make 400 cold calls. You need to track this daily, weekly, whatever it is of where your cold calls, whatever your sales process is, how many calls do you need to make in the morning to get qualified leads, to get the appointments where you can pitch and demo to which you can convert. And it becomes a very simple system. Now, the really good thing about this is as you then get better as a salesperson, you can come back to this very basic metric and go, right, well, if from one sale I can get that every 3 appointments, and I can get that from 10 qualifications, and I can get that from 20 cold calls, if you improve on each level, each area of this metric, just making small tweaks so you close better, you give better demonstrations to do better appointments, you're just better at what you're doing and building value. You're better at qualifying up front where you really get the good prospects and you just go into cold calling with no fear to make sure that you're getting these. Do you see you can just tweak and play around with it until you get exactly what you want to know that you're guaranteed to hit your target at the end of the month or the quarter. Simple. You can see why I call this metric magic. So go away and apply this to whatever sales cycle you currently work with and work out what is it you need to do to make one sale. And then multiply that out to work out what your quota is, that what do you actually need to do over a month. So if you need to do 400 cold calls over a month and there's 20 working days in the month, Well, let's just get the calculator out because my maths is a bit slow. 20 days. So, that means you need to do 20 cold calls a day. Very simple. You can come in first thing in the morning, 10 out of 10, excited, motivated, get your cold calls done. Boom. You're going to be guaranteed to hit your target. Good luck.
Make the ground shake.